Hello and welcome back to the series, where I suffer in getting one of every single block in Minecraft for everyone that has subscribed to the channel. Just want to mention quickly, this is the part 2 of 4. If you haven't watched the first, I highly recommend watching that first. Also, thanks for the huge amount of support on the last video, and some kind suggestions you all gave me. It's very appreciated. Make sure to like and subscribe so you can be contributing to this effort. In this part, we'll be getting everything in the Biota section of the blocks on the wiki page, so we have a lot ahead of us. Let's get started, shall we? Rewinding a bit from where we left off last episode, I decided to start off simple with the woods and Hypha section, consisting of all these blocks you see on screen right now. For this I would need to visit a lot of different biomes, like tigers, jungles, savannas, and even roofed forests. Oak, birch,
2, 3, 4.
and acacia were pretty close, so I decided to start with those.
Acacia.
Whilst I was there, I got 200 of each type of wood, because I would need both the normal logs and the stripped versions.
Alright.
I'm not here to bore you all, so I'm just going to skip through the mining and stripping woods and Hypha through the way of the montage.
What's next on the list?
Except, I did the screen switch thing again, so...
Oh my god, I swear to god, if I've been recording the other screen for a while, I'm actually gonna kill myself. Because I've done all this.
I didn't record jungle, dark oak, and spruce. I'm so sorry. But after that little mishap, I did manage to complete everything in this section. Or, so I thought. Because, you see, there are these things called wood blocks, which are entirely different to logs, requiring 4 logs to craft 3 of these blocks, meaning I would need another 600-ish of each type of log to get both normal wood blocks and stripped wood blocks. So after another while of grinding, which I'll spare you from watching, I managed to get there eventually. Once half of that wood was all stripped up,
Done! Yes. Would you look at that? Bang, bang.
the category of wood and Hypha was finally complete. You know what that means? We can start the plants category, and there is so much on it. I physically cannot show you all of it, so here are some that might prove a bit difficult to obtain, being spore blossoms, hanging roots, pitcher plants, and torch flowers. But yeah, that's it really. First up, I decided to head to a lush cave.
Nice. Okay.
Mainly to get both the flowering
2,
and normal azalea.
3.
And just scrounge whatever other blocks I could find in there, like moss,
1, 2.
moss carpets,
Nice.
drip leaves, and glowberries. Keep in mind these clips are not in order.
Big drip.
Also, I didn't get all the glowberries. After a well-needed break, I came back the next day to go to the jungle to get some melons and bamboo and cocoa that I could grow back at base. Speaking of growing things, I made this little farm so I could grow whatever I needed at the time. For example, at this point in time, it was beetroot for the seeds. Whilst I waited for that beetroot to grow, I thought it would be a good idea to get cactus, found in deserts and badlands.
1, 2, and last one. Here we go. Got it all. Alright, let's write this down in the book.
Next on the list was carrots, so I extended the farm and planted the carrots I had, and left them to grow. Remember those glowberries I got a bit ago? I decided to plant them in the trading hole for a bit of aesthetics and to farm them later on. After planting the glowberries, I needed to get chorus flowers, which are only found in the end, which was good timing because I needed to get an elytra as well. Whilst I was there, I decided to get all the purple block types end rods and a bunch of shulker shells for later. Then in my absolute genius, I thought it would be a good idea to make a creeper farm, for 2 main reasons. The first is pretty simple. as elytras need fireworks to use as a consistent mode of transport, and secondly is if I wanted to get the 4,000 odd ancient debris, I would need a consistent way of finding it. That would so happen to be TNT, as it can blow up the nether pretty nicely. So I decided to prepare the blocks before starting the build. And halfway through gathering said materials, I saw the bamboo forest had grown significantly, so I thought it was about time to check off bamboo in all its forms off the list. Anyways, I then went and searched for a deep ocean to help maximize the farm's spawn rates, and began building. Which, after 4 grueling hours, it was finally complete, and brought in some very good results. Well, back to the task at hand. I'm just going to go through some that were pretty easy to get, such as dead bushes,
99 and 100. Right, time to get back home.
ferns, all the flowers types except torch flowers, and grass. Hanging roots was tough though, as they only spawn under azalea trees if there are air blocks underneath the rooted soil. The only reason I was able to do this is because after a while of mining them, I realized they can be farmed. So that's what I did for the rest of the remaining amount. I forgot to mention, whilst I was down there, I got the rest of the glowberries as well. All the different leaf types were pretty simple, I just had to locate the individual biomes again. In the mangrove biome, I also got mangrove roots, muddy mangrove roots, and lily pads.
And we're done with lily pads.
Also, whilst I was in the cherry fields, I got the required pink petals
Nice,
too.
okay.
With a quick trip back to the jungle, I was able to get melons done easily.
Last melon. Nice.
Pitcher plants and torch flowers are interesting, as they are only obtainable through sniffers, which you have to hatch an egg for, that you can only find in suspicious sand and gravel in underwater ruins. And my dumbass did not know, so I was digging around in sand temples, the complete wrong place. Anyway, I eventually got back on track.
Oh my god, man. Finally.
And after a while, managed to dig up 2 of them, the perfect amount. And to finish off this session, I made a little farm for the sniffers. After some AFKing to hatch the sniffers, I decided it would be a good idea to build 1 more of these farms, to increase the efficiency as they were a bit too slow for my liking. So after a bit of building, I had them finished. Whilst I was building that, I did a bit of crop harvesting, completing carrots, beetroots, and potatoes. At this point in time, I only had 12 blocks left to get for this category. Knowing this, I went straight to work to complete sugarcane,
Bang. 100 of it.
plant some pumpkin seeds, and get seagrass from the ocean.
There we go. Got all the seagrass we need.
Sweet berries, vines,
Bang. We're done with vines.
wheat seeds, and hay bales
Oh my god, you're stacked. Bang.
were very simple, as you can see. It was all a ploy to distract me from the real upcoming enemy of this category. Saplings, as there are 7 different types that come from different trees, and they only drop with a 5% chance.
Alright, and this should be the last sapling I need actually. That took way too long. Alright, so these are the last 2 saplings. I think, yep. Alright, well, this is our last sapling. Knock you down. Bang. There it is. Nice, 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 nice. Thank god that took way too long. Oh, this is my last sapling. Okay, never mind.
Then I thought it would be a good idea to finish what I started by getting the spore blossoms left over. You can tell I'm sick of this category. I sound so dead here.
Well, there's our last spore blossom. Finally, I've been out here for hours.
Pumpkins. I mean, I harvested the pumpkins and made some into carved pumpkins to tick them off the list.
Carved pumpkin.
Well, after some more AFK sessions, I finally had all the required pitcher pods to tick them off the list, so I planted them to harvest later. And after a while, both the pitcher plants and torch flowers were ready for harvest. And thus, the plants category was finally finished. Next category was fungi, consisting of all the blocks shown on screen right now. It was fairly easy category, so I'll knock it out in a minute or two. First up was everything in the Crimson Forest biome.
One. And one more. Bang.
Then I did the same thing for the Warped Forest.
Right, well, we're done. And this goes here. Easy so far.
Glow Lichen was next, which was pretty simple, as all I needed was one of them, which I could bone meal to grow more.
It's next to the fungies. Anyway, and we'll write everything down because I haven't...
Well, literally everything remaining can be found on a mushroom island, except Netherwart, of course.
Stems. We have Netherwart.
Netherwart required me to go back to a fortress, which wasn't that bad.
There we go, and we can put it in, and I think that's fungi done. Let me check. Yep, done.
And that officially completes the fungi category. 3 more to go. This category is a quick one, consisting of literally 2 blocks. So down I went to get like 16 stacks of kelp, and cook them up to get both dried kelp block and basic kelp. Next category is Fauna, consisting of literally every type of coral block shown on screen. Also just want to mention quickly, I'll not be getting every single dead version of them. So there I was committing mass eco-terrorism for your entertainment. Are you happy? Look at this dolphin. If you love dolphins, leave a like. Yeah, I'm shameless like that. I'm tired of editing this, not gonna lie, so I'm just gonna speedrun this. First up was beehives, which was difficult and had a death along the way.
Alright, so there's the bees.
Anyway, just went to the Soul Sand Valley for bone blocks.
Right, done.
Cobwebs, I paid my nearest Badlands mineshaft a visit.
13, 14, we should be done.
Sniffer eggs, you already know how I got these.
Bang.
And turtles, I just flew around and bred every pair of turtles in sight.
I think that's a bit too many particle effects. 3 just for me? 4! Now I'm just...
Finally, this is the last category, and it's just oh, it's Sculk. I can't catch a fucking break, can I? Well, no point bitching about it. Here are the blocks in this category. Well, I first had to find an ancient city, and I decided it would be a good idea to get the shriekers down first, to limit warden spawns, but they are inevitable, I guess.
Run, 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 run.
Anyways, I mined all the shriekers, catalysts, and still didn't have enough to complete it, so I had to go to another city, which, after looting that, I managed to complete the category.
Officially complete Biota.
Well, that was the Biota category of this challenge. I really do hope you enjoyed, because I certainly did not. So if you love suffering, leave a like and consider subscribing so you too can be part of a stupid, mind-breaking challenge like this. I'll hopefully get out the next part in 2 weeks' time, but it's looking grim. Anyways, have a good rest of the day, and I'll see you next time.